flossing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss is. Took over the game, now he all in.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New Orleans Saints. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Ready up. 54, right there. 50. X3, 218, chop. Speed trip.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now it's Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
No. Pilot, 64, weak.
Second and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a third and 6. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Come on, set. Look the outlaw. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Go. Hold.
They run here with a jack of all trades, Taysom Hill. And all the way down to the 26. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 54 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And the pressure gets to him again. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Check 50.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back near the goal line, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Intended for DJ Chark. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Here we go. Kill.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taken at about the 36. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll set up to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. A big play there out of Kamara. 76 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second and 11. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Check. Ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
On the ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Switch. Slide. Recon, 132 fighter. Goose. Quick dash. Come. Watch the ship. And ready. Watch the ship. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
61, match box, lights. Quick whip. Watch the whip.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Watch the twist. 54. Yep. 54. Check. Watch 54. Hey, let's get some penetration. Go.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Switch up, switch up. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Over. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go, baby. Return up.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Open man here is Scott, complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play, 2nd and 3. Bridgewater now. They'll roll him out right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. To throw is Bridgewater. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
Dolphins 3. Sets for kickoff.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 16. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
You draw Porker. You're out. Hey. Hey, Charlie! Get it!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant, A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack.
3rd and long.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Gurley. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. We finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
And the Dolphins 1st down.
Right there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Play action supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm go. Blitz coming, and down he goes. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Todd Gurley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Tucker with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
18-yard
Here's Bridgewater. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. J.J. Watt getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Toss play, Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Just bowling over tacklers. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. And that one's pretty well wrapped up as the Giants have grown their lead even further. Russell Wilson, 2 touchdown passes to lead the way. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 43-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, echo.
Back to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check safety. Pilot, 64, weak.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike 5-4. Go. Drop deep. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Check Mike. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Go.
2nd and 10. That is incomplete.
The 2nd down pass. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Man, I got you. Now. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the slants.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
The 3rd down pass. Incomplete on the throwaway.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football, Football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. Underneath here to Hill. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Saints on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check 31, check 31.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Buying time to his left. And no, it's incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Here we go, here we go. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Look, squeeze. Hey, Delta. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Get it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll try and run it. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Nelson Aguilar. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Bridgewater to throw it. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Check 13. Check 13. General West. Yo, Cheetah. 59.
Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Steps away to his left. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at
That's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all